We have Coach Rosine and KJ Jones with us today. David, go ahead.
Okay, Coach, congratulations on the big win over Clayton State today. You guys shot the ball very well, especially in that second half. Second half, you were 50% from the field goal range. You also were 17-21, which was 81% for your free throws. What do you think was the big game changer that took you all over the top?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, Clayton State's got a really good team, and they're going to turn the corner at some point. They're going to have a good year. Coach, first of all, Coach is an awesome individual, just a first-class person, and he's got good players, and they're going to turn the corner. We just fought really hard tonight. I think by most accounts it was an ugly game, but we just kept fighting. And you know, KJ played like back-to-back 40. He might have played more than 40 yesterday, and you know, this guy is one of the most unbelievable players I've ever coached. He's a pro, and not everything went well for him today, but then his stat line, you're looking at 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 6 assists, and he just, down the stretch, he facilitated a good game. He made good decisions. Like you said, you know, we got to the foul line a lot there at the end. And when you put him into one-on-one situations, it's hard for him, hard people to guard him. He's got so much besides being quick and athletic and a finisher. He's got shot fakes, and so he gets to the foul line as good as anybody in the country. And he did that again, and it was big down the stretch.
I agree with that. KJ, one big thing, you were 9 for 10 from the free throw line, which was huge for Emmanuel. What made you so aggressive to keep getting to the basket and drawing those fouls?
Yeah, we talked about it at halftime. We said in the first half we got to our spots a lot and we got good shots, but we just weren't finishing. So at halftime, Coach told us to serve an angle and try to get into their body to create more contact, and I feel like we did that better in the second half. So just attacking and severing the angle on our defender, I feel like we were being a lot more aggressive in that aspect, and it got us to the free throw line.
Okay, Coach. Great 2 games, basically. Great 2 games. You guys were really good. How is this going to propel you going forward into the season?
Well, I mean, I think the Peach Belt's really good. We just finished 4 games with the Peach Belt, you know, and won 2 and lost 2 by a point or a bucket, you know. And so, but every team in there's a good team, and it's great competition. That gets you ready for when we step into conference on Tuesday night and get ready to roll. And we've got and we schedule hard, and we want to play good teams. And you saw all 4 games this weekend were all good games, you know. First 2 days of overtime and go through. But that's how you find out about yourself. That's how you test yourself, and that's what's so fun about the game of basketball is you go play good teams. And so I think it will prepare us because we were in good situations. We got over the hump tonight. We didn't get over the hump the night before, and you just keep learning, just keep moving forward. And that's where I wanted to see how we bounce back, and that's why I'm really proud. This is win, lose, and draw. I mean, losing yesterday, winning today says a lot about a team's ability to bounce back. And so you learn about your team, especially early in the year, and I'm super proud of them.
I definitely agree. Kendall Latney was big as well with 10 points and 10 big points as well. There was one guy that we saw that played a major role for you, Robert Reska.
Yeah.
Man, Robert gave you some quality minutes at rebounding. You can tell he's a role player, but what he gave to you all was huge going down the stretch.
Yeah, and people just underestimate how important your job is, whether it's you get 6 minutes or 10 minutes or 8 minutes, and it's just like, you know, you have a selfless team when people are willing to go in there and just be whatever the job asks of them, and that's what Robert did tonight. This is his first time in a college basketball game, and he stepped up there, and obviously Jalen Shaw is a force. He's to be reckoned with. He's just good, and so Trell was banging down there, but he got to his 4th fouls, and we needed a guy off the bench, and super proud of him, and I know he was happy, and the guys were happy for him to get in there and say, hey, this is a big game, we need you in there, and he gets his 7 minutes, and he makes the absolute most out of them, as did a lot of guys. I mean, you know, when you talked about Kendall and Jared, and when those guys came in, they didn't try and do too much, they just filled their role, and that's underestimated for the success of the team, was guys are willing to do their job.
Going forward, games like this, like you said, this prepares you for your season and going into February and March when you guys are really going to be needed and you're going to need a bunch of your big guys. What do you think about this weekend and this type of play? Like you said, all the games were close, and to see your guys play, like I said, you know, KJ played 40 minutes. You had Kendall that played 33. You had Tavares that played 32 and Jasper, but you also needed those role guys. Do you think this is what you need, like you said, scheduling tough, to get you ready for March, basically?
You still leaving, KJ?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the fact that we schedule tough teams early because we're battle tested, and I feel like some people schedule maybe lighter, easier teams to kind of get themselves going. But I rather play the big dogs up front to be tested early, so we know what we need to work on for later in the season.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you guys and congratulations on the big win.
Thank